Anna extracted 2 pints of her own blood and carefully spread it across the floor. She dragged her fingers through it, creating 2 distinct handprints. After meticulously cleaning up with a cloth, she took a metal rod, coated it with the remaining blood, and tossed it into the fireplace to burn away the evidence. With all preparations complete, she overturned the coffee table in the living room, then drove away without looking back. Everything Anna had orchestrated was revenge against her unfaithful husband. She intended to frame him as a monster who had murdered his wife. Completely unaware, Jack returned home to find the living room in disarray and immediately feared Anna had been kidnapped. When police arrived, they marked suspicious areas throughout the house and launched an investigation. The detective noted the couple's clearly strained relationship. Anna was a renowned local author, while Jack was merely a school teacher. This status gap had given Anna an overwhelming need for control, resulting in frequent conflicts between them. Later, police discovered a letter in Anna's closet but couldn't decipher its contents. Jack explained it was part of a puzzle game they often played. He guessed the solution pointed to his office, where investigators indeed found a second letter. This one contained a clue about a brown cottage, which Jack claimed not to understand. At that moment, the detective found women's underwear under Jack's chair and took it as evidence. That night, Jack sneaked to an old house where he found a third letter. He had clearly lied to the police earlier. Jack's father's name was Brown, which sounded like the color brown. The detective, who had followed him, watched as Jack hastily hid the letter and made a flimsy excuse before driving away. The next day, Anna's parents held a press conference asking the public for information about their daughter's whereabouts. Jack, socially anxious, appeared uncomfortable before the cameras. His awkward, out-of-place smile earned him widespread condemnation from the media. Meanwhile, the detective returned to the old house, certain it contained secrets based on Jack's nervous behavior the previous night. In the fireplace, she found a partially burned notebook documenting Jack's alleged abuse of Anna. All fabricated, of course. The detective was falling right into Anna's trap. To better conceal her identity, Anna knocked out one of her teeth with a hammer and cut off her long hair. She then fled to a remote resort, posing as a battered wife escaping abuse, and began enjoying a carefree vacation. The investigation progressed as the detective discovered Anna's blood residue on the floor and the blood-stained charred rod in the fireplace. When confronted with this evidence, Jack feigned confusion until the detective revealed an anonymous $1 million insurance policy purchased before Anna's disappearance, with Jack as the beneficiary. Based on the evidence and Anna's journal, the detective had constructed a narrative of murder for insurance money. Jack finally grasped the severity of his situation, angrily shattering his glass in frustration. Due to copyright restrictions, this is as far as we can go with this story, which is called Gone Girl.